All right, Ron Paul, let me explain. Listen to me real close. The reason why the smear campaign by the mainstream news media, as well as these so-called presidential officials that are running, and everybody else, along with the mudslinging campaign, that it seems like that the top 1% has joined in. Now, you listen to me real close. 1% of the people in this world and in the United States of America has controlled over 360 million people through public school education, higher learning, and especially the news media. 5% who work for the 1%, who love licking the boots of the 1%, are on board simply because of the livelihood that the 1% provides for the 5%. The 5% just happen to be the news media and everybody else that is 100% for the satanic agenda of the New World Order. The problem is that people are tired. People are, it's clearly they're seeing through the lies. And the more that they smear Ron Paul, the more that they sling mud at Ron Paul. And let me say this while I'm talking about mudslinging. He who throws mud loses ground. Now, the more they do that, the more they help wake up the people who have never voted. Then the more they do that, the more of the people who live in the United States of America who are not buying the lies that the economy is doing fine, that everything is rosy and doing well, while the majority of Americans are suffering. The middle class is all but eradicated and gone. Obama has already had 2 of these debt expansions, these debt ceiling raised bills, and he's already asking for a 3rd while he's in office to kick the proverbial can down the road more. And the more they kick that can, the worse it's going to get and be. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is for those of us who understand economics. So it's going to be bad for our children and our children's children and our children's children, whether you like it or not. So whenever you get a candidate out there who has a proven track record like Ron Paul, who supports the Constitution, freedoms, liberties, no debt, and to hell with all these warrantless wars, he got the ears of the people. And not only that, but over 90% of the standing military today is for Ron Paul. See, what's happening is echelon, the powers that be, they're scared at the death. You know why? Because their commercials and their propaganda is not working no more. The 360 million people that are controlled by 535 people here in this country, the people are not having this mess no more. More people are turning off mainstream and turning on other alternative news media sources to get the true news behind it. And they're listening to people who are informed and who are educated, who are well. And you know, it is my wish. I wish that people would spend their time and due diligence to educate themselves on facts, no matter what it be in life, whether it be religious, social, political, or economic. You know, if people would just spend time educating themselves rather than regurgitating and rehashing some thoughts from some fallen head who heard it from somebody else and don't have a little clue as to what really truly is going on. You know, a long time ago, I heard some wisdom from an old wise man. He says, if you ever want to learn how to live free, you don't go get advice from those who are in debt. And I'm trying to tell you, brothers and sisters, that is some sound advice. So, hey, whether people like it or not, there's going to be something else to be had and to be paid for if Ron Paul, some way, somehow, loses this election when he has the majority of the poor people, the majority of the middle class, and none of the top echelon supporting him. Because we outnumber the rich, the 1% and the 5%. as the people on Occupy Wall Street say, we are the 99%. And you know what's amazing about this whole thing is that the New World Order is scared. The empire is on the run. Rome is burning. The policies that the United States of America has perpetuated throughout this whole world, we're looking at the end of colonialism. And that is just the truth. I hope that you had the opportunity to understand at least just one thing that I said in this video. If you did, you are part of the 99%. If you didn't, then you are dumb on purpose and you deserve exactly what you get.